get like one exort, and then you can always like cold snap or tornado the spear.
Or invis.
Or invis. Yeah, you can do so many things.
Yeah.
Whereas like Lina is like you don't have any of those defensive capabilities. So you know they need self-sufficient heroes when you have a brood on your team because you want the supports to be able to help them out whenever.
Yeah.
Well, Seal has to go here. We're going to hop into game number 2 of CDEC taking on Vici Gaming. Let's go ahead and throw it over to our two handsome casters. It's going to be Odie Pixel and Mr. Gods. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Dakar. Indeed, CDEC versus Vici. It may have been a long day here at the Nanyang Championships, but there's no getting tired, especially when we've got a game where there's Vici on some of their signature heroes. We're going to see an Invoker performance from Super, and CDEC with a very aggressive lineup, which we know is the exact kind of playstyle that these guys revel on.
Yeah, absolutely. And like pulling out the Ice Ice Brood, I think something that caught CDEC a bit by surprise with the Undying first pick, which has typically been his hero. So they probably went into those 2 picks at the start, not really anticipating a Brood, and something which I don't really feel like they've got the best draft of dealing with. They need to try and keep him down early. They haven't got a hero that can match up well 1v1, so right from the bat, I definitely think Vici Gaming have a drafting advantage over CDEC.
On top lane already, so it's going to be this XZ up here at the moment on the Shaker. They did get the ward down. It's been pinged out here.
Yeah,
they're very well aware here, FY. Yeah.
I don't think they've got sentries set up right now. I mean, probably bring some out as soon as possible. But neither support saving much money. Boots first Undying, in fact, so we'll see one bounty rune apiece. Shiki Queen of Pain versus Super Invoker mid. It's been a while since I've seen Super's Invoker, and definitely one of the, I'd say, stronger Invokers coming out of the Eastern scene, going for what I imagine will be a Quaswex build, even with the early exile.
Yeah, just helping out with the early stages in the lane, getting that CS, I guess, yeah. I mean, up against the Queen of Pain, how do you imagine this matchup to go down? Should this be a Invoker favored lane, or is Shiki with the Quap still going to have the dominance?
If he doesn't take too much harass early on, he's going to bring up more regen right away to help against the Shiki harass. He'll have a CS advantage over time because of the Alacrity, which just gives you such great laning and big damage output advantage over the Queen of Pain. So I think Queen of Pain more likely to look to rotate around earlier, but the Invoker going to be happy to just sit mid and kind of go for farm. I
mean, this top lane for XC is going to be kind of hard. I mean, up against a Rubik and an Ember Sprayer, bottom lane, in fact, it's going to be even harder for Vici. They've lost the Brood Mother, their first blood for aggressive. Okay.
They just bring in all 3 heroes, and that was with a bit of support here. Fenrir behind Ice 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 didn't make any sort of difference, so that's one way of helping deal with the Brood. And Brood, a hero you really kind of need to give a little bit of support to. We're seeing more and more teams not necessarily dual lane the Brood, but often like bring in an early rotation just to help things out.
Very nice, crush and aggressive, looking for the body blocks. He's going to find it with a charge onto Fenrir as well. They're going to bring him low. Does get the decay out, which is going to buy him some health, and it's going to be just enough to keep him alive there with all those pretty much 6 stacks he had there of the decay, keeping him alive. So just proving to be a little bit hard to take down, even with the aggression that CDEC can offer with those heroes.
Yeah, Orb of Venom damage almost enough, but a little bit short. And the Shadow Wave just synergizes so well with both Slatter as well as the Spirit Breaker going charging in, so you're almost guaranteed at least a 2 hero, maybe sometimes he's throwing a creep or 2. Shadow Wave field bomb.
Lexi, it could be in trouble there. FY is going to be able to chase it down here. There'll be a Fisher coming out, but the cancels there with Telekinesis. He still gets it finally out, but that's going to be a kill then. And as we were saying before, that action down bottom, this is a very potent combo. The Rubik Ember Spray is going to be very hard for the Earthshaker to play this lane.
Yeah, I feel like he was already playing almost too aggressive, too far up in the lane. And if he hits that Fissure on Burning, he might live. He needs to hit it right away to get rid of the Flame Guard, though.
Yes. Mid lane, aggression on Super, gets the bash as well. Garda setting up another kill here for the mid lane and getting that for Shiki. We talked about how this was going to go down between the 2 of them. Shiki gets these early kills thanks to these rotations. He's going to be in a very good place. He's just going to chase down Garda here. It's going to bring him low here. I mean, he's stolen, double decay. And with the Soul Rip, Garda on 4 HP, they'll get him. Fenrir there with a rundown onto Garda. Very nice. Rectifying kill lost in the mid lane onto Super.
So Invoker will be at slight disadvantage against the Queen of Pain now, even with the return kill coming the Undying's way. Another room will come up. So Shiki grabs an illusion, something that can help him last hit a bit in lane and continue to apply pressure onto the Invoker. I think this is the stage where they'll kind of look to leave Ice 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 a bit alone to get some solo experience and bring like a rotation later on. Like an Ember, when he hits level 6, can look to find some kills. And once you get like 1 successful gank on the Brood lane, Brood just takes over. That's just where Brood reaches that max potential.
Could be in trouble there. Telekinesis set up again. Burning just chasing him down with the Flame Guard. Fisher will catch it, but he's still got the Flame Guard. Magical damage not quite enough though to TP was coming in as well, so Burning didn't want to go overextend with the backup of the Spirit Breaker
He
appearing.
didn't have mana. Well, he had the mango, so he could have popped the mango for the steering chains there, but Burning often in those situations will go for the more conservative play, which is hold your mango, you keep your HP regen, and just make sure you, even if you don't get the kill, you still get him down to low HP and likely lead to just winning the lane.
I'm going to charge, but that's why you save the chains apparently. It's for the counter charge. Very nicely done by Burning, going to keep himself safe.
Now he's still got HP regen, he's going to pick up a bottle to go with his boots, so he's going to be able to easily stay in this lane.
Keep looking in aggressively onto Super here, get the right clicks through as well. There's a fair few creeps going in on him. Now with this charge on Super, I don't know if Super can get out of this one.
Going for a screen, no, he's just going to go for the right clicks, and yeah, Super's just done for.
Alright, the regen is not going to be enough, is it? Oh, blinks forward. Oh, he's still getting...
Could be close.
Yeah, the magical bash through should do it, shouldn't it? Oh, no, he turns around and calls Super! Okay, they still get it because Shiki finds it, but it doesn't allow them to get guard in return. But Super nearly being flashy enough to live through that. That would have been quite something.
Stayed, and
yeah.
There was also the 30% miss chance going uphill.
Oh, yeah.
So by no means...
Nice invis room from FY hit. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, don't walk past him. You want to go? Oh, okay. I guess they didn't quite. Yeah, it wasn't going to be enough anyway. Femra didn't have enough mana for the clap or anything. Right, there was nothing around.
Pretty aggressive early game coming out from the Spirit Breaker, especially, who's already applied a lot of pressure bottom, top, and now mid. So we're seeing CDEC's guard go absolutely everywhere here in the early game. Next charge headed top. I don't really see a way they get a kill off of this. There's no Queen of Pain. If Queen of Pain had like a TP with a Sonic Wave, possibly, but Ember's full HP. This is just kind of
I
like
don't think XC's even got enough mana here for the Fisher, has he? He's a little bit. Oh, he's going to have enough in a few seconds, but FY's there. I should just cancel it here as Bunning tries to chase him back out.
Just looking to zone out, maybe force a teleport down to the top lane. Keep the supports busy and like okay, we got to stay top because otherwise Burning's going to keep getting pressured and ganked. But here we go. This time Queen of Pain does rock up.
This is the go time. Here's your charge again. It's going to go through straight onto the Ember here. The question is, do they dive this tower?
They know it's coming though. They saw the ward.
Oh, everyone's going to be there with the telekinesis cancel. Tossing guard her back, and Shiki and the gang aren't going to be able to find anything here. So maybe going a little over aggressive there on that top lane. I mean, they don't lose anything, but at the same time, it's wasted time for Shiki. They are giving levels to Dazzle in the mid lane, but it's giving a lot of space for Super to catch back up on the Invoker.
Yeah, Super's going to be pretty happy now. The Queen of Pain not really out last hitting or even out leveling the Invoker so much anymore. And for the bottom lane, Brute's now had that kind of easy lane that you've been waiting for. Aggressive alone. Has the amp damage, so if you ever catch this vision of Ice, likely will look for a charge into an amp damage play, and comes Spirit Breaker once more, dust in hand. It's a very risky position to be in for Ice.
Just have a look what he does in response. They will spot it out with these dire observer wards, but I don't know if he can get himself back to safety quick enough. He realizes he's being charged now with the amplifier as well. Yeah, XY, Mr. Ice in a lot of trouble. The physical damage from the crush and the shadow wave far too much here for this Brood runner.
That's something that's always going to happen around this stage, the Brood from time to time. Playing against Spirit Breaker, who's one of the better heroes at dealing with the Brood. And it feels like the way you've got to deal with the Brood nowadays is less about picking up an AoE hero to counter the Spiderlings and much more about having a hero that can find and kill the Brood. Spirit Breaker's great. Storm used to be a top pick against Brood. And heroes that can actually isolate, find Brood. Batrider's another fantastic example. These kind of heroes is what you need against Broodmother, more than like having an axe or something.
Aggressive just popping out the amplifiers on this bottom lane, trying to keep tabs on both Ice, Sam, Femra. We're going to see a charge coming in again. This time it's going to be looking for the Dirge. Someone's going to keep himself back. The charge is going to be held off here, not wanting to dive too deep. Mid lane, a bit of action going on by the looks of it, just trading hits. Shiki getting incredibly low. Does have a Sonic Wave. He's looking to try and get Super in a position where he could finish him off with a quick burst. But CS-wise, 27-16 on Shiki and 27 on Super. So even though Shiki did leave the lane, he's still maintaining a reasonable lead here in the CS department.
Always kind of a how fast can you get Blink Dagger up when you've got the Slider on your team, and they haven't got the best late game for the side of CDEC, so they want to be applying pressure early. Every kind of 2 seconds we look around, Spirit Breaker's charging someone new. And
Okay, he holds off this time, yeah.
It's crazy how much he's done
But
with
there's
these charges.
5 people on the side of CDEC coming towards the mid lane. I mean, Aggressive's moving in with an invis, looking for the crush on 2. He's going to find it. Now there's the blink for the Sonic Wave. The scream's beautiful. Super pops. They'll look for Femra here as well. He pops the stick charge. He's trying to get himself out. XE's turned up to the fight. So's Burning and FY. They're going to change onto 2. Burning doing a lot, but here's it. They've got the control of the Enchanted, the Aftershock passive. They control the Ember Spirit. They'll find him. And the 5 heroes of CDEC remain alive. The Weave's starting to tick up the armor. They try to turn around for the kill, but he just doesn't come out. Q even gets off the Shallow Grave. He's going to be able to walk it off. Double kill for Shiki. That's some beautiful play there from CDEC, just juggling themselves around Vici, keeping themselves alive, and getting away with those kills in spectacular fashion.
It's like some CIS style Dota I watched. 8 minutes in, 5-man diving at T1 tower. And this is exactly what their lineup has to do, because this lineup will get crushed in the late game. If Vici Gaming even survive to like 25 minutes and they're close to even on farm, I think CDEC just lose this game. And that's where playing this aggressive this early on is exactly what you've got to do. Invoker really weak at this stage. Very much a level-dependent hero who needs lots of points in the Quas and the Wex before Tornado EMP really becomes relevant. Ember's pretty good at fighting at this stage, but then you've got heroes like Rubik and Brood who can't come to the fight all too easily. Only now we see the web start stringing their way to mid lane. I think that's something that's going to be an important point for Ice is to be able to help out in the mid. He's got a decent kind of line of webs, and he needs to just kind of continue that should these fights happen around the mid lane again. Yeah,
and there's smoke up here from the side of Vici. They want to look for some kind of return aggression. They brought Burning down for this one, along with FY, but he's just aggressive in the lane at the moment here, and he's playing fairly safely. It's, again, this awareness. Aggressive realizes there's heroes off the map, and he knows they're going to be looking for him, so they're not going to be able to find anything down here. They'll now turn their attention towards the mid lane, maybe see if they can have a go on Shiki. They need to have the lead. They still don't have any points of Sleight of Fist here for Burning, so they're going to rely on the Remnants to close that gap.
That was really nice awareness coming out from Aggressive at bottom. Managing to avoid that one. I feel this is like unnecessarily kind of aggressive coming out from Vici Gaming themselves, because if they go like underneath the tower at the tier 1 mid or the tier 2 bottom, the TP turnaround is going to be insane, and that's something that which they don't have an answer to. The Spirit Breaker will charge in. Queen of Pain's got the mobility from Blink. Sprint is available for Slaughter. Like, there is so much potential from CDEC. They will punish any kind of a dive.
Well, I see CDEC, they're going to go for a smoke themselves. And I have a feeling that it's got a high percentage chance of being a little bit more profitable than that of VG's.
I said that's a great position to scout it.
Yes, it's going to be a question of CDEC heads to the east, and they might do so here. Yeah, this could be the smoke being dispelled, and yeah, they realise, well, Garda does at least, and the pings come out. So they know they're going for a smoke, but at the same time, did Super get the memo? He does get off the Tornado to hold back the charge, but Shiki's there with the Sonic Wave once again. Super incredibly low. They're not going to follow through here. A little bit too spooked by the TP in from Femra. So Super will live here. Sonic Wave now on cooldown for the 2 minutes. So a little bit unfortunate there for CDEC, not quite able to push Super over the edge.
Talked a bit about what Brood can do now. He's now got his web all the way strung towards mid lane.
Alright, Stolen Amplify. We're moving in here. FY setting this one up for Ice. The question is, can he finish it? He's moving forward. No, Shiki's there. Forcing him back. Very nice reaction there from the Quap coming in. The dust comes out. We'll catch on to Ice. He's looking for the TP out. He is trapped in the trees. They've got the screen from the outside here. The heal bomb as well. There's the Amplify. And they will finish that one off. So they do catch the Spider. And as you said, killing the Brood at this stage of the game and keeping him on his back feet. They found him already 3 times. This is exactly how you deal with the Ice Brood.
Yeah, it's really limited his farm as well. 12-man sim, we're not seeing the Midas picked up just yet. He's about to have enough money for it. Not sure if he'll consider mixing up his build because of
bottom
how much
lane.
He's being pressured.
We might see a dead man here. Charge onto FY. Oh. Physical damage. It's beautiful. Shiki's got a haste, bottling up. Hasn't got a Sonic Wave here. See if he can set anything up. He's only got the Earthshaker around. He's just going to blink it back, play it safe. It's going to be the Vlads is the option here for Ice on the Brood.
Very much showing respect to the big physical damage coming out from the Slider with the Amp. There's Weave, Spirit Breaker. It's a little bit with physical damage, although his Bash and Ultimate are magic, but something which is causing a lot of problems here. And I'm just, I mean, the biggest, most impressive thing for me this game is how much like the Spirit Breaker charges have led to kills when there's a lot of ways to cancel. You've got 3 heroes with good Spirit Breaker charge cancels, Telekinesis, Searing Chains, and the Tornado. Oh, you've got 2 spells on the Invoker with Tornado and Cold Snap, yet despite that, Garda has just been everywhere on the map finding kill after kill for his team.
Yeah, it's been very good, and this kind of aggression is just going to step up now. We're 12 minutes in, you've got the Blink Dagger now on Slardar, so Aggressive's going to be very much ready to join these charges and these fights. And they've still got tier 1s in 2 lanes, so good positions for Aggressive to get himself out to. And here we go, the classic. You got the blink, you go for the smoke. He's going to take Garda with him, and also Q as well in the back lines, just in case the fight goes to pot and they need to get themselves out. Let's see what they can set up with this. Moving around the mid lane. 3 heroes at the moment on the side of Vici are down here. They want to check out the jungle first. They don't have any vision here, so just seeing if anyone is farming. Ren might walk into these guys, and the pings are coming out. They think that it's there. Oh, burning! What? Oh, Remnant's into it in there with the reaction, but the soul rip heals him up. He's going to be alright trying to get the Remnant out. He does. He gets away here, and this is actually going to go badly for CDEC. Aggressive getting low, gets the crush out to FY and Super. He's got to get him out. Shiki's trying to come in with the save. Sonic Wave onto 2. The Scream as well, bringing FY low. Can they kill the Rubik? Yes, they can. They'll find the Rubik kill, but they've lost Aggressive. There's a charge coming right across the fight. Burning, able to run the dodge, the Echo Slam, but they'll still find it. Shiki with a double kill. Super trying to get up, but the amplifier's on him. XC gets the enchant to Artichoke proc onto Femra here. They're chasing him down as well. Blink 4 for Shiki. It's a triple kill. They'll look for Femra as well. He's turning around with the decay. Can he get Garda? No, the Earth's there. Garda gets out. Femra's going to fall as well. Ultra kill for Shiki. This man turning up to the fight at just the right time off the back of an insane series of actions. Burning, remnancing in, then jumping in at the same time. It looking like that was brilliant. Then Vici turned it around, and then CDC show up with Shiki, and he says, we're winning this fight, and we're killing you all.
That's to be the most unlucky fire remnant I've ever seen. He blinked in blind. He didn't even,
No, he just went straight there, and they were there. They literally blinked in the same time he remnanced in. I mean, that was unfortunate for Burning.
I guess I mean, the start of the fight looked okay for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, it did.
It
looked like they were turning it.
Until the clock rocked up, it was like, okay, they went on Burning, but he didn't die to the initial physical damage burst. And slightly off the mark there.
Thanks for the crush.
Easy. But Ice the whole time was pressuring bottom.
Burning. Is he going to try and go for someone in the mid lane? They have got the backup in the mid. Look, the rest of the side of Vici have come in as well. They'd love to find Aggressive. He could be in trouble. Here come the Spiders. EMP down, setting up with the Searing Chains. Aggressive in a lot of trouble, and he'll go down. There was a charge, but Goddess says nope. Nope. Not doing that. Shiki coming back in. This Sonic Wave back in 30 seconds. A lot of money on this Quap as well. 3.2k. With the frequency of fights, I'd love to see him pick up an Aghanims this game.
I 100% agree. I think that's the biggest downside right now. That's why Vici Gaming take that tier 1 tower is solely because Sonic Wave is on cooldown. Yeah. If has Sonic Wave there, it's so easy for them to just keep taking fights. So I think the short cooldown the Axe could provide.
Burning. Has he got a Remnant out? Well, he has now.
Hard to initiate on him when you can always just pop the Searing Chains to cancel a charge, and unless you've got like a long-range fissure or a blink crush to lead the way, that charge is not going to latch on.
Super turning up to the fight here as well with Femra. But CDEC want to try and go aggressive here. Garda and Q hanging around here. Shiki, is he making his way up the river? Yes, he is. Picks up the rune. He's got the regen. He's topped up. He's ready to fight if it kicks off.
XC actually was playing. We didn't even really mention too much about this, but there's a Core Shaker coming out from XC, and he's going to have a pretty good timing on Blink Dagger as a result. Level 9 already, and it's about 300-400 gold away.
Yeah, any game that you're kind of getting at pre-20 minutes, especially a game with this kind of pace, it's going to be huge, these things. We've already seen him do quite a bit with the Echo Slam, just catching out people, look at using the fissures here to allow CDEC to chase through and just be very disruptive in these fights. You know, they throw out a fissure here from XZ, Garda follows through with a charge, hitting multiple units. It's very disruptive for Vici to try and compose themselves and fight back against. This is going to be the top tier 1 going here. Famrage is hiding the trees, good TP out. And this, as you said, this will pretty much give XC the money for that Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Shiki? Nope. Shiki said nope.
Close to it, and Orchid.
Okay, Orchid. A little bit disappointed, but I guess you're playing against an Ember and the Invoker. It's good. I mean, any of the heroes, but those two heroes in particular, just stopping them from being able to get away with the Ghost Walk or the Remnant, it's going to be nice. I mean, yes, the Aghanims would have been more flashy, but, you know, we're used to seeing these teams be very reserved in terms of picking the fight, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do just see CDEC be happy to wait for the cooldown on that Sonic Wave, rather than feeling they've got to force the issue every 40 seconds or so.
And there's going to be such a long window where the Orchid's going to be useful, because Burning, you don't want to go for a first-time Mantle, and even if you do, he's not exactly close to finishing it. The Invoker, I think it's just a 4-star pickup, which is good against the Orchid, because you can 4-staff away when you get jumped, or yours is also good, but I think the Force is actually a better item. But either way, these items aren't complete. This Invoker's dirt 4, so there's a big window where this Orchid's going to have a high impact on this game.
Oh, aggressive. He's found FY and FY. He's not getting out of this one. There will be the Tornado EMP combo. Guard is charging straight across the fight onto Super. He's going to hold on to it though as he's out of mana. Can't get that ult off. Aggressive just trying to get some vision out with the amplifiers. And they actually lost their courier here to Ice Spiders. So courier out didn't have anything on though. So that's the good news. But nonetheless, a bit more gold into the pocket of VG. And Ice doing Ice.
Actually got this bottom lane pushed up right to the tier 3s, but the Spiderling army was brought back to kind of take the fight and contest, and to actually end up being courier. But it does mean that they don't have to worry as much about defending this bottom lane. They'll get themselves road. They say that Ember has rocked up.
Can they get here in time? They throw the Remnant out. They know it's going down. They're going to jump through. Oh, he's going to go for it! Didn't get the kill, but no, they didn't. No, Shiki managed to get the Aegis still, and now they'll decide to fight CDC. They're ready to go. Guarded charging straight through onto Super. Aggressive getting held back here by Telekinesis. Super getting lower. Shiki just man fights against him. Super gets guarded. They get the Sonic Wave out, but they do pop the Aegis here on Shiki. Now with the ult holding Super in place. Shiki's going to be here for round 2, and here we go. Jumps to the middle of them, gets the Scream out. Double kill for Exi. The charge across hitting both Fenrir and Ice. Ice, the last one left standing, will be able to finally kill onto the Spirit Breaker, but they've got the vision. Triple kill for Exi on the Earthshaker, and a beautiful fight there from CDC. An admirable steal attempt from Burning on the Ember Spirit, but he just wasn't there, and CDC had the control. And again, CDC in Game 2 really stepping up their performance. I mean, we saw something very hopeful from them in Game 1, and Game 2, they're just showing us that they've really hit the nail on the head here with this draft and this play style they're going for.
That was a very low percentage play from Burning as well. Like, that's like, as a tennis player, it's one of those shots you go for, and your coach is just saying, like, why do you go for the shot that's like a 5% chance to win you the point when there's like a safe shot that you can remain in the point. Even if you're behind, it very much wasn't necessary for Vici Gaming to do that. He could have actually just gone for the Sleight of Fist still. You can actually pick up Aegis in Sleight of Fist. It's very unlikely, but you may as well make the safer play there. And Vici Gaming, like, they've got okay enough high ground defense. They can just sit back, play safe, but maybe just feeling like they're giving too much weight to CDC, but it made matters even worse.
Super fan actually here, get the cold snap down. Can he combo this nicely? Looks like he can with the EMP. There is a charge coming through. Does it actually live here? There's Burning coming in, tries to go for the slide for Searing Chains, but he messes it up. Searing Chains hits on onto the Golem, and now Garda's charging through into the fight. Shiki gets the silence onto Burning, so Burning cannot escape here. There's the ultimate from Garda, bringing Burning back, and they'll get the kill with the soul burn damage. Beyond godlike here for Shiki. Ice and Super, seeing if they can turn it around as Garda, but he's aggressive. Jumps straight in onto Ice. Hit him by the screen, but they haven't got the vision here for this Spider. They've got to get themselves out. Now with the telekinesis onto Shiki, Vici might be able to find the kill onto the Quap. Aggressive now, he's got the Amplify down on Ice. They're looking to kill the Spider on the left, and they will bring it in low with the heal bomb. They'll get that kill. They do lose Shiki here though on the Quap, and that's going to be a big kill for Vici to find. Super still hanging around here, but there's 4 heroes on the side of CDC getting fairly low. The Tombstone from Fenrir doing work here. Super now forces Hexy away from this fight. Q's left behind. Aggressive just jumps back in onto Super. Guarded with a charge across, looking for Fenrir. Super's going to get blown up there by the heal bomb. Q finishing that off. Exi took 2 HP. FY does get the finishing touch onto the Shaker though, and they did at the same time. CDEC find that kill onto Fenrir, so a messy fight. They do lose Shiki, a very high value kill, but at the same time they find 3 heroes in trade, 4 heroes in fact, with Burning being taken away just before the beginning of that.
The gold change actually not really.
It's because of that Shiki kill.
The Shiki kill just favors Vici Gaming for the overall gold, but you look who got the gold. It's the Rubik, which,
I mean, it's putting him into his blink, at least.
Yeah. It's
and FY can make magic happen.
It's more at this stage with how poor Ember as well as Invoker are. Like, having a blink on Rubik when your Ember and Invoker have no items doesn't mean it's not going to help you win a fight. You need the items on your cores before you need the items on your supports. So it's not as good. It's not really that much of a gold swing as far as Vici Gaming are concerned. And the Ember now, I mean, is going to go for that first Son of Manta style, very much feeling under pressure.
I mean, he just has to. We've seen already, he's been caught out once by it. It's not ideal, but he's got to play around it. You know, Vici, they have got capability to take it pretty late with kind of the Invoker and the Ember Spirit, but they've got to buy themselves a lot of time this game if they want to try and catch up with CDEC, who are seeing 24 for 8. Even though the farm's been relatively good. If you look at the graph, it's not that much. It's okay, it's 5k, it's sizable, but it's not disastrous for VG, and they definitely have a potential to catch back up. But nonetheless, CDC are going to be very happy with how the first 22 minutes have gone.
The levels is actually the scary thing. It was a 10k experience lead. You've got all 4 of your heroes sitting on level 11 plus level 12, and the Spirit Breaker level 10, about to hit level 11. Meanwhile, you've got a level 9 Invoker. That's your mid Invoker, who's still level 9. This is one of the most level-dependent heroes in the game. All his spells is, like, do damage based on, like, not just getting, like, maxed out level 4 points in it. You need as many points as possible for the Invoker. That's where if anything, Super after buying this 4-star could go back for like a 30-minute Midas or something just to try and get himself some experience this game.
They really do need to buy time this game. It's all going to be about VG extending this one. At the same time, CDEC, I don't see them letting the side of VG do that anytime soon, and here's the smoke up.
They're ready to go.
What's Sheepy working on after the Orchid? Getting more money.
BKB.
Okay, BKB.
Yeah.
It's the sensible choice. There's a chance for who we going for here. Well, they're going for Ice Ice Ice, and with the dust, Ice Ice Ice. No way of getting out of this one. The bash is there as well. He tries to walk it off. He's not walking that one off. Aggressive on a killing spree. And then look for the TP out. Oh, he's going to be able to make it. Oh, get close enough to get the stun out. They'll get a tier 1 here on the bottom lane though. More money into the pocket of CDEC, and a successful smoke nonetheless. Getting a kill onto the Ice 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 Brood and taking the tier 1.
So going to be 4 minutes till Roshan. Looks like about 1 minute past the minimum respawn timer. Something that CDEC will have their eyes on as a like kind of near future objective. But before then, they'll look to keep taking fights. Shiki just picked up his BKB. They're not going to sit back, relax, and farm while they wait for Roche to respawn. They want to keep pressuring these core heroes. Heroes like Invoker, who have next to nothing in the way of items. Still looking just to farm a 4-star, 24 minutes in. Rubik's actually not going for Blink.
Ooh. Okay, going for the... I mean, it could be a casual point booster, then getting the blink and then finishing the Axe, maybe to tank up against the burst of CDEC. Yeah, that wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah, I think this game, he can still Queen of Pain's blink in a fight. That's something which can always give him some mobility. And a lot of if he...
That's true.
With just the blink, I don't feel like he can make any flashy plays. Like, you're blinking into telekinesis. Who are you initiating for? Brood, Ember, neither of these heroes particularly wants to run in because they're just going to end up dying. So in some ways, tanking up and also getting an item that you can just sit back with and try and steal
FY. Oh no, he's been spotted. He's been rustled. Oh, Shiki's stuck, but they should still find this, and they will. Axie takes the kill.
It was your own damn.
This stuff, considering a pick here in the mid lane, it doesn't look like they'll get anything.
I mean, at this point, talking about the BKB on Quap, I mean, you look at VG's lineup, what do they do against? I mean, what kind of physical DPS do they do? They've got an Ember Spirit working on a Manta style, and you've got an Invoker with 1 point in Exhort. It's just, Shiki's going to be pretty much on the same level as like CTY Quap that we saw earlier today in one of the games I was casting, where he just did not die. Aggressive. Looking for Super here. Can't quite get the vision for the Amplify.
I think very much it's going to come down to tiding around.
He's got XY here. I don't think there's any saving this this Ice 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 Brood. The bashes are coming out from Garda. He pops the ultimate as well. He will use it with a Fissure to the face. They'll get the Brood Mother. We have Burning turning up here. Fenrir. Come with the Flesh Golem, and now it's a nice searing change onto 2 though with the Shallow Grave onto Garda. Aggressive trying to chase this one away. Oh, Echo Snap from XE! The Sonic Wave as well. Double kill for Shiki. They'll lose Garda with a Fissure as well, setting this beautifully up. XE, the MVP of this fight, no doubt, setting up a fantastic turnaround for CDEC in that engagement. The stolen blink will save FY. Shiki was desperate to try and find that final kill, but nonetheless. Oh my goodness. XE, this man's a shaker. He's a player.
That was good. And with that, it's not quite the killing blow yet for Vici Gaming, but I mean the kill score is incredibly one-sided.
26 minutes in.
It's in 10k net worth, definitely getting up there. It just doesn't really feel like there's a point in this game where there's turnaround potential. Brood's been shut down formidably, and Voka is also not a really good come from behind hero. The only kind of good come from behind hero they've got is the Ember, who can like defend high ground normally with a Battlefield build, but the Manta Rush is not a good comeback build as well. So for Vici Gaming, they're going to need some miraculous team fights to stand a chance in this game, and they're team fighting into what it's not just a Quap BKB, it's now a Slaughter BKB as well. It gets just trickier and trickier as CDEC pick up these items.
They do now have the Manta on Burning, so there's some kind of saving grace in terms of avoiding being catapult. Ooh, where's your Manta now, Burning? Where's your Manta now? Well, there it is. Okay, I'll get it away. They've got a charge onto Burning as well. I mean, they might stick around for a fight. How long till Sonic Wave's back up on Sheik? I feel that's really going to be the deciding.
Okay. For it. Yeah. If he had it there, he kills Burning.
Oh yeah, straight back in.
There we go. Got it ready with another strike.
Yep, Soup. Yep, there we go. Brilliant here from Aggressive. They get the crush down. Super good. Nice 4-star save there. Gets himself back over the Fissure. Now those continue to try and fight in it. Chains onto 2. XZ. They've got damn Ice 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 with their names. Tornado now onto 2. They'll get out Garda and XZ. Fade Bolt to the back of the Spirit Breaker finds 1. Now they're chasing down for more. This could be the turnaround fight for VG. G's going to blow down, and now's XZ as well. Double kill for Burning. They'll get the blink away here onto Shiki. Aggressive, still standing tall. Actually, pops the BKB trying to fight, but there's 4 heroes going in on him. They'll simply TP out here. They don't have anything to cancel it through that match community.
Still
But that massive fight for VG there.
Couple BKB burned, and they get 3 for 1. I imagine that's a pretty big gold swing. Yeah, about 3,000
That's
gold.
not bad.
And this time
Not
going
bad
the
at
right
all.
direction. Ember gets 1,000, Voka gets a little bit, Undying, not the biggest deal for him, but all in all, a nice little swing that Vici Gaming desperately needed.
And they're going to be very happy with that. Very happy indeed. I mean, you look at Burning's farm, and he's only 2k behind Shiki. And this is a game where, I mean, if we look at Quap's KDA, it's got to be 13, 1, and 11. And just the fact that Burning has obviously been prioritizing the farm. He has died 5 times as well. It's still pretty impressive that he's only 2k behind this Quap.
Everyone on this dire side has been dying a healthy amount.
That's true.
There's not been like any 1 or 2 feeders who've just been like money.
It's been a group effort. But they're working together to redeem themselves. And off the back of fights like that, it just goes to show that kind of a bit mirroring what we saw in game 1, but the other way around, that Vici, even though they're behind, they still pack quite a punch in these fights.
I wonder if Shiki now goes back for the Ag Scepter. It's one of those items that the longer the game goes on, the less of a viable item it becomes. But again, we saw there at the top lane, they have the ultimate, you kill off Burning. So having the short cooldown still seems to be a big deal here on this Sonic Wave. Whenever they don't have this Sonic Wave, that's when Vici Gaming are getting the most out of the game. They're getting the tier 1 mid tower, they're winning that fight right after that kind of failed game in top lane. So CDEC, I think, really could still benefit from the Ags. If not the Ags, maybe we see him kind of transition more into a carry, because he probably is a little bit concerned about their lack of late game here and may want an AC.
I mean, a good timing on the Hex for the Ember. Do you think that's an option, or
On the Queen of Pain?
on the Queen of Pain, yeah, to deal with Burning?
Yeah, I guess if you want to have an initiation to bypass the Manta and also bypass like a potential 4-staff if you're going the Invoker, it's nice, but I think I'd like to see him stop off either for the Ag Scepter or the AC first. I just feel like they're not in desperate need for a Hex until maybe his 4th big item.
Okay.
And Roche back up now. CDC should be able to secure this one, even with Spiderling scout them out, but
They could fight this.
in position for it.
See what they do here. They don't have Burning, but he should be able to TP himself in, of course, with the bots and join the cause. There's only a smoke up so they can close the gap here. The Spiders are spotted out. They're aware what's going on, CDC. They know that VG are looking for a fight. The EMP and Tornado will come out. Going to catch on Q, though. CDC look to leave the pit and just put some pressure and get these lanes pushed back in.
Yeah, a little bit lower. Maybe we'd see Ice try and poke their noses and take it out, but we see DC.
I mean, can VG jump in here? Still moving around the bottom here. Could be big. They drop the tombstone nicely on the high ground here. Burning going and getting the searing chains onto 2. Very nicely catching out CDC aggressive and Q. BKB will come out from the slaughter. No one yet to jump straight in onto each other. And, well, maybe Vici thinking about heading into the pit now. FY says, I got this. He starts to go to work here on the Roshan.
It's got about a 15-second window with the tombstone up, but I don't think it's going to be long enough. It just doesn't feel like they can do this with tombstone about to expire.
And they're going to go back. Yeah. XZ and Q are leading the way. VG wondering what the next attempt at defense is going to be here. Okay, we're seeing a charge, in fact, from Garda. Who's he going for? He's going straight across the battlefield. He's found Super and Fenrir as well. There's a Fisher onto 2 in the blink forward. They'll get Ice. The Bruise Mother's taken out of the fight. They will find Garda in return here. Question of if VG look for more here. Burning's going to catch whiff of XZ here. Oh, Echo Slam controlling him, and they get blown up there by the Shadow Wave. Heal Bomb, and now they're chasing down more. Amplify and Fenrir, there's your bash. Aggressive setting up more as he goes for the... And a triple kill for Q. This man's heal bomb's absolutely on point. FY is hiding in the trees. It's not going to save him, though. Throws out telekinesis. Shiki aggressive with the gang in there. They'll find FY as well. It's a beautiful team play from the side of CDEC, and of course Q again on this Dazzle, getting that damage out. I mean, we always knew that the Dazzle Slardar combo was a pretty proficient one, but just CDEC just executed absolutely perfectly. They're going to get Roshan off the back of this fight, and VG, as hard as they may have tried, they're going to be unable to stop CDEC from doing this.
Not often you see a 9-1 and 14 Dazzle. Like, normally Dazzle's a hero that notoriously has very low kill involvement. They'll be like 0-1 and like 7 or 8 assists, but this Dazzle has been this comboing with Slaughter and Spirit Breakers so well. And first in the lanes where they'll just hit the heal bombs with the charge and the crushes, and now even in the mid to late game. The minus armor is just destroying Vici Gaming. Like that Ember just got pummeled into the ground by like, I mean, the Hill Bomb did like a third of his HP, the Crush did another quarter or so of it. It was just, he just has no answer for it. Especially if the weave lands, that's when you're in even more trouble.
And as you said, that you suggested that Shiki did go that way, has got AC as well. So this physical damage is going to be absolutely through the roof the next fight.
Yep.
Yeah, if it wasn't already. Burning at the moment. Reveal himself up top. Just going to Shadow Blade up. He's going to have a TP in, and it's going to be go time here. Buying time for the Fisher to come through. I actually just blinked straight in. Fisher to the face. Sonic Wave from Shiki. Burning, getting blown the hell up, and 60 seconds on the sideline now for this Ember Spirit.
He was really just trying to push his hero to the limit there. Take one more wave and then fire in and out, but it's a little bit too greedy. The kind of thing where you can't really fault him too much. He's feeling under so much pressure to create space for his team, and
well, they're not done. They want more CDEC. They want Super. Super's going to throw out the Tornado. It will hold back the Spirit Breaker, but it's not going to hold back Aggressive. Jumps straight in with the Amplify. FY is there with the Telekinesis there, but Shiki pops the BKB. Moving forward, they blow up Fenrir. This damage is just too much. And they're going to go for more.
yeah.
He wants to find FY, and with the help of Aggressive, he will. Crush is there to set it up. The Bash also following through. 39 to 13, and CDEC pretty much showing us the kind of play style that got them to the position that they got to in TI5. This is some top-class play from the side.
I mean, this is even more aggressive than anything that came out. TI5 was much more like calculated, methodical. Let's go for a 5-man smoke here, get some pickoffs, push towers. This was dive tier 4s while their creeps were like over the river. They didn't have a creep wave anywhere nearby. And they're just completely YOLOing right at Vici Gaming, and, well, far enough ahead and with the heroes to kind of justify it.
Tier 3 to 4. Showing him Burning back at oh, they just got no mercy straight in onto Burning. The Tornado will come up. It doesn't matter how aggressive got the BKB out. He just bashes Burning down. And they may even just find Super as well. They're going to be able to chase it down. He's going to be fine.
Good
Super
blink
coming
rush.
back through.
Here we go.
Okay, back in. Super dead. Ice trying to do what he can on the Brood, but it really hasn't been his game. He'll get taken down as well over with the side of CDEC. Shiki just frontlining. No fear at all in from the man, and blinking from Aggressive. We'll get to just in time. They might just even fight Ferrino. He's got the Soul Rip to heal him back up. And Shiki, he just sits there on the front. He does not give a damn. We said he wouldn't die again, and only dying the once this game. What a performance from this man. And I see a recurring kind of theme, just seeing Quops dominating these games. You've got to respect this hero. And Vici, this game just didn't have the means to do with it. We were saying at the beginning the draft was nice, signature hero, Super Invoker, but I mean, it wasn't Super's game.
Yeah, it was CDEC getting way too aggressive. Slatters as well, winning lots of games here. Spirit Breaker being a key pick to counter out the Brood as well, so Ice couldn't get any nose into this game. He just got destroyed in the lane, destroyed in the mid game, and